Hi, I'm Kat Weichsel from Pake Group, and today I want to share a stream tip about recording in Stream. So you may have used Microsoft Stream for storing your videos. It really serves as a video portal for the enterprise. So it's kind of like YouTube, but just for your company. And it's got a lot of really nice features for things you can do with the videos that you've stored there. But in 2020, they added a really great feature for recording inside of Stream. So I'm going to walk you through that process. First of all, when you're inside Stream, you have this menu across the top, and one of your options is to create. If you click on that and go all the way down, it says record screen or video. So if you used to play in Stream and then you haven't really been there much in the past year or so, this will look new to you because this was just added, I think, in May of 2020. If you click on this, it pulls up your record screen or video options. And from here, you can select from whatever cameras you have, whatever microphones you have available, and then what you actually want to record. For a long time, the only options were screen and camera or screen only. And then more recently, they added the option to do camera only. If you just want to speak into the camera for a period of time and deliver a message, this is a new option for that. So you can just choose what it is you're trying to do. And for this, I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm already using it for what we're doing right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and do just, screen only, click record. And then what it asks me from there is what I want to record. So is it an entire screen? Is it just a window? Or is it even just a tab in Microsoft Edge? I can choose whatever I want. And I can also share system audio if that's going to be helpful for the video that I'm making. So for this, I'm just going to say record screen 2. And then I'm going to go ahead when it stops spinning. I'm going to click share. And it counts me down. And now what I'm going to do is pull up something that I would want to record. Maybe I'm teaching someone how to properly Google something, and I want to get information about cicadas. So I come in here, I'm showing people how you can use Google search. I'm sharing options that they could use, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever you need to do for what it is you're trying to record. And then when you're finished, you can go back and hit pause. Pause is always an option, even if you are wanting to kind of stop for a minute, but not completely stop your video. There's also something that that sometimes is down at the bottom, depending on what you're sharing and how you're doing it, that'll say stop sharing. So if you just are done and you want to go ahead and move on with the process, you can click next. If you just want to pause, you can pause, and then you can resume your recording when you're ready, and it'll count you down again. So I'm just going to click next to save this off. And now it's showing me what I recorded. And from here, I can even trim this. Maybe I want to kind of cut out that part and just start with where I started Googling something. So maybe I just want to start right here with that video, and maybe I want to trim the end as well. So if I know what I'm doing, I can trim it there. You can also just leave it as is and then say upload to stream. Now, something I use all the time, because I usually mess up my first attempt, is I use this record again. So I can kind of preview what I just recorded, because you can play right here and you'll be able to hear the sound when you've got that recorded as well. So if you play it back, you don't like it and you want to try again, you can just hit record again and it will start that process over and, let you record again, count you down, all of that. I'm just going to say upload to stream. Now it is going to upload what I have trimmed. It'll prepare it and show me what it's going to look like. At this stage, I still have the ability to go back. If, let's say, I trimmed the wrong thing, I can actually jump back and fix that. So maybe now, it's trimmed this down to 1 minute. Maybe I want to go back and actually not trim it yet. And I want to save everything and then trim it at the end. I can do that during this process. Once you finish a trimming process, you can't go backwards. So this is kind of a nice in between. From here, you can now name your video, give it a description. You can select a language. It auto-selected English for me. And then it defaults to allowing everyone in the company to view the video. So you could uncheck that if you don't want it. And then you have options like you can go into update video details right from here. You can save as a draft, which would mean that you can keep working on it and no one else will see it. Or if you're just ready to go, you give it all of this information and you click publish. So I'm just going to plug in some stuff here. And then I'm just going to save mine as a draft. And it says it's processing, but it gives me a link to go to my videos. So I can do that. And now it takes me in here and I have all of these options. So I can click edit and then get into the details, fix, the name, the description. I can add people to the video if I want. A fun tip, if you want someone else to be able to download the video, you need to add them as an owner. Since you created this, you are the owner, but you can add other individuals as owners if they need to download the video as well. You can do things like noise suppression, auto captions are turned on by default. So it's all really nice right here. And then if you were ready, if you clicked share, this would actually still not be visible to folks because you haven't published it yet. So you need to publish it really before you start sharing out the link to the video. You could also, if you want to cancel here and say you want to trim the video first, that's something I do all the time. You can come, it takes you back to the video main page and you can go to the main video menu and say trim video. And this is where you've got this nice trimming area and you can really get this set up exactly the way you want it. And then I'm going to move myself out of the way here. You can see even the tail end as well. You can zoom in on the timeline if you need to see more detail. It's really very cool, everything you can do in here. So if you wanted to play around with this and play it through to see exactly where you're trimming, when you're done trimming, you click apply and it gives you a warning because it knows that it's going to permanently delete what you've trimmed off the front and the back end. So unlike what we saw before, this is a little more dangerous because you're not going to be able to get that stuff back. This is just a test, so it's fine. I'm going to say apply. And another fun fact, I've also learned that when you do trimming, the video then downloads in MP4 format. When you haven't trimmed your video at all and you try to download it, it downloads in a different format that is not really readily accessible to upload, let's say, to YouTube if you want to put that video somewhere else. So to get an MP4 downloadable format, you do need to trim the video. At least that's been my experience. But this really, I just wanted to share this because it's one of my absolute favorite things. I was so excited when they added this to Microsoft Stream last year. And I just think it really opens up so many possibilities to the average user because it's such a simple format. A lot of people don't know how to really use screen recording tools. And even if they get some free ones, they still got to sit there and learn how to use them. This one is so intuitive. It takes, just a couple minutes to get comfortable with the process and making it really accessible to everyone in your organization. So try it out, share, tell your friends about it, and see what great video content everyone can come up with. I hope this helps. Thanks.